Hey guys, Gaming Republic back here today, and we're going to be looking at the PlayStation 5. But before we get into that, let's take a quick look at Sony's history. Sony has made major milestones with the PlayStation franchise, and this year is no different. Not only did they remind the world that the PlayStation is the king of consoles with boundless possibilities, but they also managed to show us that there's still more on the table. The PlayStation console has evolved, moving along the ages from the very first to the very last. But we're not at the last yet, so we still have a lot to expect from Sony. Starting with the PlayStation 1, which was released on December 3rd, 1994. In today's society, the PlayStation 1 is considered to have a very minimalistic design by today's standards. Either way, that's still one for the history books. After that, the world waited for a rock-solid 6 years until Sony introduced their new PlayStation 2, which was released on March 4th, 2000. It had been revamped and was much better than the PlayStation 1. And so, Sony continued with their trend of waiting a full 6 years before they released another console. And that's exactly what they did with the PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3 was released on November 11th, 2006, once again surpassing the previous consoles. So far, with Sony's reputation, you'd be happy to see that they would bring promising goods to the table. Yet, the release of the PlayStation 4 took a hard beating on the public, as they wondered what took Sony so long to have their product out on the streets. But once again, Sony did not fail. On November 15th, 2013, a good 7 years after the release of the PlayStation 3, Sony released their groundbreaking PlayStation 4, which took the industry by storm. Being if not the best console out on the market, the PlayStation 4 had brought an even faster and more stable experience to gaming, with enhanced graphics as a side deal. Sony had truly outdone themselves. And yet, here we are, a clear 7 years after the release of the PlayStation 4. So where's the PlayStation 5? Well, here's the good news for all of you who are curious. Sony has officially confirmed that the PlayStation 5 release date is holiday 2020. Mark Cerny said in an interview with Wired that the PlayStation 5 will not be available before April 2020, and yes, the coronavirus has not affected the expected 2020 release date for the PS5. And with that, here's the PS5 logo. So far, everything is still the same. Sony has yet to release an official image for their new PlayStation 5, but we have an image of a leaked dev kit that is currently being used for the latest upgrade of the PlayStation 5 itself. Luckily, Sony was generous enough to share details about the new PlayStation 5 controller. It seems that they have moved away from the DualShock experience and they have now moved us to what they call a DualSense experience. In an official statement, here's what Sony President and CEO Jim Ryan had to say. DualSense marks a radical departure from our previous controller of offerings and captures just how strongly we feel about making a generational leap with PS5. The new controller, along with many innovative features in PS5, will be transformative for games, continuing our mission at PlayStation to push the boundaries of play, now and in the future. To the PlayStation community, I truly want to thank you for sharing this exciting journey with us as we head toward PS5's launch in holiday 2020. We look forward to sharing more information about PS5, including the console design, in the coming months. Sony's Senior Vice President, Platform Planning and Management Hideaki Nishino gives us a little more on the controller. He says, in all we went through several concepts and hundreds of mockups over the last few years before we settled on this final design. DualSense has been tested by a wide range of gamers with a variety of hand sizes in order for us to achieve the comfort level we wanted with great ergonomics. Our goal with DualSense is to give gamers the feeling of being transported into the game world as soon as they open the box. We want gamers to feel like the controller is an extension of themselves when they are playing, so much so that they forget that it's even in their hands. The DualSense controller will introduce haptic feedback coupled with adaptive triggers into the L2 and R2 buttons, allowing you to feel the intenser feeling of shooting bullets from a rifle, driving a car on a dirt track, or swinging from building to building as Spider-Man. There's always more to it than it seems. Hey, have any more questions? Leave a comment down below in the comment section. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram for time-to-time announcements, and check me out on Twitter for some newsfeed. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell so you never miss a future update. Thanks for watching the video. This is Gaming Republic, signing out.